Good morning, Bohai.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence.
From the Studio of Dreams at Tour Nation Productions.
Reporting from the Studio of Dreams, located at the Tour Nation Productions complex at Ball High School in Galveston, Texas. Welcome to the award-winning Good Morning Ball High. I am Logan Martis. To get things started, as always, stay tuned for today's Time Rewind, courtesy of our good friend, David Mendel.
It's Time Rewind for March 29th. This day in 1929 marks the first time a telephone sits on the president's desk in the Oval Office. President Herbert Hoover has it installed after growing tired of using a hallway phone. 1951.
One of the greatest peacetime spy dramas in the nation's history reaches its climax.
Julius and Ethel Rosenberg are convicted of espionage charges for their role in passing atomic secrets to the Soviets. They die in the electric chair 2 years later. In 1971, cult leader Charles Manson and 3 followers are sentenced to death for the murders of actress Sharon Tate and 6 others. But abolition of the death penalty in California a year later means they instead serve life sentences. Austrian musician Falco rocks his way to #1 on the singles chart in 1986 with his tribute to the classical composer Mozart. That's Time Rewind. I'm David Mendel.
What's up? I'm Asher, and here's what's on the teacher's lunch menu today. Green or red Pizzoli tamales, tostadas, cabbage salad, and dessert. Happy eating. Today's teacher's lunch is dedicated to Coach Farrell. Now, back to you, Logan. Attention all students, it's time to pay those fines. If you owe for temporary IDs or anything computer related, please see Mr. Muse's secretary, Miss Teed in room 1003. And seniors, remember you cannot walk to graduation without all of your fines being paid. And here are a couple reminders about expectations. Dress code is being completely enforced. Electronics, no headphones from 7 to 3:10. Phones are permitted in the hallways during class change and in the cafeteria. IDs should be worn at all times. Tardies. Students tardy to class must get a tardy pass in the comments area to enter a class late. And students must have a pass in order to be in the hallways during class. The 10-10 rule must be followed. Now, let's check in with Banks and see what's trending this morning on social media.
I'm Banks, and here are the top 3 trending searches this morning on Google. First, UConn's women's basketball, whose team reaches the Final Four. Second, Tesla, whose stockholders are requesting approval for a stock split. And third, billionaire Roman Abramovich, the Ukrainian peace negotiator who is suspected of being poisoned. Now, back to you, Logan.
Lost and Found is located in room 1001A, Mrs. Ruckoff's office, who is Mr. Pillar's secretary. If you have lost something, please check in with Mrs. Ruckoff. She might have it. Attention class of 2022. Project Graduation has gone live with the Project Grad Raffle ticketing website. Get busy and sell those tickets. You can win up to a $5,000 Visa gift card. Spread the word. Representatives are in the cafeteria on Tuesdays during all lunches to answer all of your questions. Now, let's check in and see what's trending in G-Ball Sports.
I'm Terranique, and here are your G-Ball Sports headlines. In baseball news, varsity travels this evening to Goose Creek Memorial while JV hosts at home. In softball news, the Lady Tours travel to Friendswood. And powder puff practice will be held all this week after school starting at 4 p.m. There is still time to participate. Pick up your packets and pay $5 to pay. Packets and money can be turned into room 1025. You will not be able to play without written consent from your parent or guardian. For further information, see Ms. Purcell. As always, no matter what your favorite sport is, go out and support your tours. Now, back to you, Logan.
If you'd like your club, sports, or other activities, news, and announcements featured on Good Morning Ball High, email your requests to Mr. Dudas. Here is today's official Good Morning Ball High picture of the day. If you have an interesting photo that you'd like to be considered as a future picture of the day, send it to Mr. Dudas. We will be happy to feature it. Now, let's check out the official Good Morning Ball High weather forecast.
Galveston weather.
Set furnishing for Good Morning Ball High provided by Star Fine Furniture.
Don't forget that Time Rewind can also be found on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Check it out for more pop culture and trivia. I'm Logan, wishing you a terrific day.
Reporting Ball High is produced by the students in the Media Arts Small Learning Community at Ball High School in Galveston, Texas.